network issue. Yes, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Once again, we will discuss that Bohr's atomic model. No need to worry. Okay, please cooperate. Are you ready? Yes. Listen, Bohr's atomic model is based on Planck's quantum theory. Okay? Bohr's atomic model is based on what? Planck's quantum theory. What are the important postulates in Bohr's atomic model? Okay? First point, electrons revolve around the nucleus. Electrons revolve around the nucleus in circular paths. How electrons revolve around the nucleus? In circular path. Okay? So these circular paths are called what? Yesterday I told you. Orbits or shells.
Orbits or shells.
Very good. Very good. So how these orbits or shells are designated? These orbits or shells are designated as either by numbers or letters. That is also completed, I think. K, L, M, N, R, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next. This is the nucleus. These are circular paths. Okay? K, L, M, N. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? K, L, M, N, R, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next. As long as electron revolves around the nucleus, it does not absorb any energy as well as does not radiates, does not releases any energy. So that's why these shells are called what? Particularly stationary orbits or stationary shells. Yes, isn't it? As long as electron revolve around the nucleus, its energy is constant. These are called stationary orbits or stationary shells. Yes, isn't it? Stationary orbits or stationary shells. Okay. Come to one more postulate, that is, if electron jumps from, say for example, first electron is present in first orbit. If you supply certain amount of energy, what happens? This electron is shifted to higher energy level. Say for example, it is shifted to third shell. So what happens if electron jumps from lower energy level to higher energy level or lower shells to higher shells? It absorbs a certain amount of energy. It absorbs certain amount of energy. Say for example, it is energy. This is E1 energy of this orbit. This is U2 energy of this orbit. Similarly, what happens if electron jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit? Again, it goes to like this. Say for example, then what we will get? If an electron jumps from higher orbit to lower orbit, say for example,
radiates energy.
Radiate energy.
So it jumps to first shell or any other shells or lower shells. It releases energy. It releases energy. The difference in energy we can represent it in Bohr's atomic model by using this formula, that is E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu. This is the formula to calculate the energy difference between two shells. What is that? E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu. What is here E2 minus E1? E2 minus E1 is nothing but delta E. We can write delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, that is equal to h nu. So how can you designate this E2? What is this E2? What is the term E2? Energy of
Change in energy.
Huh? Energy of higher orbit. E1 means energy of lower orbit. Okay? Energy of higher orbit, energy of lower orbit, whatever it may be. Third shell or second shell or whatever it may be. Jumps from second to first. E2 means 2 we have to take. E1 means first shell we have to take. Jumps from fifth to third. E2 means fifth shell, third shell means C1, like that. Okay, na? Energy of higher orbit and energy of lower orbit. Next, another important point, that is, see, I think this point I need to say. Particle has two types of momentum. Okay, na? They are linear momentum and angular momentum. I think we did say this point, na? Linear momentum and angular momentum. What is linear momentum and what is angular momentum? When we have to consider linear momentum and when we have to consider angular momentum, children? So according to physics, if particle moves in linear direction or straight line direction, like in the form of waves, then it is called linear momentum. Linear momentum. Suppose if a particle revolves or if a particle rotates in circular path, so such type of particles have angular momentum. Linear momentum, angular momentum. So movement in straight line direction have linear momentum. Movement in circular path have angular momentum. Now come to Bohr's atomic model. According to Bohr's atomic model, particle means electron. Here, how electrons are revolve around the nucleus in circular path?
Angular momentum.
Linear momentum. Sorry, linear motion or circular motion. Circular motion. So that's why electron have which type of momentum? Can you say?
Angular momentum.
Very good. Okay, na? See, he calculated first time angular momentum of electron. The angular momentum of electron, he quantized it. Quantized is nothing but calculated by using the formula mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi. Okay, na? What is mvr? MVR means it is not name M Venkateshwar Rao, M Venkat Reddy, not like that. Okay, na? M andre mass of electron, V andre velocity of electron, R means say
Radius of it.
radius of what?
Radius of orbit.
Not electron. So that's why one did I stopped there. Okay, na? Radius of orbit, not radius of electron. Electron radius is particle alva. Okay, na? Radius of shell. Very good. Radius of orbit. What is n? N is nth shell. Nth shell means, say for example, I want to calculate angular momentum in first shell. First shell I want angular momentum. What I have to do? I have to write 1 h by 2 pi. 1 h by 2 pi andre 0.5 h by pi andre 1 by 2 simplify ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರೋದು 0.5 ತಾನೆ 0.5 h by pi. Next, if you take n is equal to 2, what you will get? H by pi. 2 cancel. If you take 3 by 2. If you take 4, 2 h by pi. Andre as the n value increases, angular momentum is also increases. That only enough. You can check if you want angular momentum in third shell and if you want angular momentum in fifth shell. You just substitute the values and check which has the highest angular momentum. So usually n directly proportional. And as the n value increases, MVR is also increases. So this was the first quantized by Niels Bohr. So these are the important postulates of Bohr's atomic model. Important postulates of Bohr's atomic model. Yes, clear students? 1 minute. Yes, any doubts up to here?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, next, please, again, all I will explain at a time. Please remember that. One more important thing. What are the advantages of Bohr's atomic model? That is my question. What are the advantages of Bohr's atomic model? That is my question. Please remember. So we have.
The rule was given by him, right, sir?
We have so many advantages from Bohr's atomic model. Among them, first one is we can calculate energy of electron. Next, we can calculate radius of orbit, energy of electron, radius of orbit, as well as we can calculate velocity of electron in an atom, By using this Bohr's atomic model, we can calculate all these factors. All these factors. Clear, students? Mass already we know the electron mass. Mass of electron we know na. Mass of electron, proton, electron. Okay na? Velocity of electron, radius of orbit, energy of the shell or energy of orbit. We can calculate. Mass of electron negligible. Clear? So that's why mass of atom is not depends on mass of electron. Mass of atom is depends on what?
Proton and neutron.
Proton and neutron. Okay, no? Not depends on electron. So that are the advantages of Bohr's atomic model. What are the limitations of Bohr's atomic model? Please remember. First one, no? This Bohr's atomic model is only applicable for single electron species. Applicable for which type of species? Single electron species. Single electron species. Students, 1 minute now. Sir, okay. Come within 1 minute.
So your video stuck, sir.
Okay, thank you for your patience. Please write down Bohr's atomic model. Make it fast.
So only one disadvantage.
Only
One limitation.
main limitation is it is only applicable for single electron spaces, as well as it does not explain how atoms involved in chemical bonds. On what basis atoms are involved in chemical bond is not explained. Similarly, it does not explain Zeeman and Stark effects, that I will say while explanation. Zeeman effect, Stark effect, that too I will say. Right now, Bohr's atomic model, it is based on Planck's quantum theory. It is based on Planck's quantum theory. It is based on Planck's quantum theory. Postulates. Write down first postulate. Electron revolve around the nucleus. Electron revolve around the nucleus. Please write. Electrons revolve around the nucleus in circular paths. Around the nucleus in circular paths. In circular paths. Called orbits or shells. Called orbits or shells. Called orbits or shells. Okay, na? Next point. No?
Sir, orbits or shells after that?
Electrons revolve around the nucleus in circular paths are called orbits or shells.
Okay, sir.
Next, second point. These orbits are designated as either by numbers or letters. Either by numbers or letters. So write this one. No need to write this electron transactions. You just write nucleus circular paths. Numbers, letters. Letters, numbers. Which one you want? Shah Fahad. Second point. These orbits or shells are designated as numbers or letters. Okay, this one. Yes. Next point. As long as electron revolves, around the nucleus, in a certain orbit, around the nucleus in a certain orbit, it does not absorb or radiates. Does not absorb or radiates any energy. Does not absorb or radiates any energy. These are called stationary shells. Stationary shells or stationary orbits. Stationary shells are stationary orbit. I repeat, please check once. As long as electron revolve around the nucleus in a certain orbit, it does not absorb or radiates any energy. These are called stationary orbits or stationary shells. These are called stationary orbits or stationary shells. Next point, no? This is about this point. When an electron jumps from lower orbit to higher orbit, electron jumps from lower orbit to higher orbit, energy is absorbed. And an electron drops from higher orbit to lower orbit. Energy is emitted. Please stop. The change in energy is given by write these two formulas. E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu or delta E is equal to h nu. What is the delta in difference? Delta means what? In chemistry, difference. Delta means difference. We are comparing two bodies. We are comparing A and B bodies. A body has 10 kilojoules energy. B body has 15 kilojoules energy. What is the energy difference between these two bodies? That is E2 minus E1. Energy difference is higher to lower. That is 15 minus 10. You will get 5 difference. Na? That is we can represent it in the form of delta in chemistry language. Difference is called delta. Okay, na? So it is not a triangle. Don't think about it is a triangle. Okay, na? Next one. Terms. What are the terms? E2 means what? Energy of higher orbit.
Higher orbit.
E1.
Energy of lower orbit.
Lower orbit. E2 energy of higher orbit. E1 energy of lower orbit. Next one, last point. The electron revolves in the orbit. The electron revolves in the orbit. The electron revolves in the orbit whose angular momentum is equal to. The electron revolves in the orbit whose angular momentum is equal to nh by 2 pi. nh by 2 pi. Full stop. It is given by the expression. It is given by the expression. It is given by the expression. Write this formula. MVR is equal to NH by 2 pi. So please write the terms yourself. What is M? Mass of electron. V, velocity of electron. R, radius of orbit. H, Planck's constant. N, shell number or orbit numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that.
So what's N?
N,
Yes,
1,
sir.
2, 3, 4, shell numbers.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Next one. What are the advantages, ma? What are the advantages I told? Say.
Helpful in calculating velocity and radius of the orbit. Velocity of the electron and radius of the
Velocity of electron.
Energy of electron.
Energy of orbit. Radius of orbit. Okay, na? Advantages. Right on. We can find velocity of an electron in an orbit. Velocity of an electron in an orbit. Second one, radius of orbit and energy of orbit. Radius of orbit and energy of orbit can be determined. Next, third one, the value of Rydberg constants. Rydberg constants RYD BERG. Rydberg constants determined by Bohr's model. BOHR, not BHOR. Okay, na? Students don't write spelling mistake. So BOHR, not BHOR. Niels Bohr. Okay, na? So these are the advantages. No? Next, limitations. First important limitation. No? It is only applicable for single electron species. Only applicable for single electron species, like H, He plus, Li2 plus, Be3 plus, like this. So all are single electron species only, na? He plus, Li2 plus, Be3 plus. Okay, na? Next, second point. It does not explain. It does not explain how atoms to form molecules by chemical bonds. Nothing but how atoms involved in chemical bonds. How atoms to form molecules by chemical bonds.
By chemical
Bonds, chemical bond, BOND bond. Okay. Next one. It does not explain Zeeman effect. Zeeman effect. So please write down Zeeman effect means, in bracket, splitting of spectral lines. We will get spectral lines now. See, wait 1 minute.
So please turn the camera, sir.
Line spectrum of hydrogen we know na? Students, line spectrum of hydrogen gives different spectral lines na? Lyman series, Balmer series, Paschen series, bracket series, Fund series. You will get lines. Okay na? So these lines are again splitted in the presence of magnetic field and electric field. So why they are dissociated into, or why they are splitted in the presence of electric field and magnetic field, he cannot explain. So why splitting of spectral lines takes place cannot be explained by this Bohr's atomic model. So that is called Zeeman effect and Stark effect. Zeeman effect means splitting of spectral lines in the presence of magnetic field. Splitting of spectral lines in the presence of magnetic field. Okay. Next failure. It does not explain Stark effect. Does not explain Stark effect. Stark effect. So Stark effect means, write in bracket, splitting of spectral lines. Splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric field. Splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric field. So these are the failures of Bohr's atomic model. Next one. Few formulas you have to remember as it is from Bohr's atomic model. So please write down that important formulas. So tomorrow we will discuss problems. Tomorrow we will discuss objective related questions. Why? Because only level 1 questions are completed in up to electromagnetic radiation. Level 2 questions we will complete in tomorrow's class. So you please remember these all formulas. To solve level 1 and level 2 questions, these formulas are required. We don't have derivations. We don't have derivations in our textbook. No need to discuss about derivations. Okay, na? So first one, radius of orbit. Radius of orbit. Formulas. First one. You please remember the formulas. So by remembering these formulas, you can easily solve the questions. You can easily solve level 1 and level 2 questions only by remembering the formulas. Again and again, if you see the formula, what is the formula for radius, what is the formula for energy means, definitely you may get stuck. So that's why better to remember few set of formulas at least. Okay. Radius of orbit formula R is equal to 0.53 into n square in angstroms. So radius of orbit. What is n here, na? You know very well. N. Can you say, students? What is n?
Shell number.
Shell number.
Not cell number. Shell number. I want the radius of third orbit. What I have to take n value? Can you say? 3 we have to take. Very good. Next, I want to calculate radius of second orbit. N value is nothing but 2. Like that. Okay, na? This is the formula in angstroms. Calculate radius of orbit in angstroms and by 0.53 into n square angstroms. Suppose I want the radius in nanometers. What I have to do? Very simple. 0.053. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power minus 10 meters. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 power minus 9 meters. Difference system, 1 day 10 power minus 1 difference. So that's why 0.053. 0.053 into n square nanometer. Can you guess in picometers? 1 picometer is equal to 10 power minus 12 meters apart. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power minus 10 meters. Can you say radius in picometers? Guess and say. No idea. Very simple. R is equal to 53 into n square. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. R is equal to 53 into n square picometers. So this is for hydrogen atom. For according to this formula, what we can conclude? Radius is directly proportional to n or inversely proportional to n according to this formula. क्या relation ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಎರಡು? Directly proportional. ಏನಮ್ಮ? No response, students. ಅದು important. Directly proportional, inversely proportional, important. Very important. Or n value directly proportional. ಅಂದ್ರೆ as the n increases, as usual, radius is increases. Na? First shell, second shell, third shell. Just logical. This n value 3, this n value 1. Which has large radius? 3 only. Okay. So greater the n value, greater is the radius. Next, for hydrogen-like species. R is equal to 0.53 into n square by z mole in angstroms. 0.53 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಪಿಕೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬೈ z ಬರಬೇಕು. ನ್ಯಾನೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬೈ z ವಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್. ಇದ್ರೆ z ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಮ್ಮ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ z? ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸೇ a b c d z. ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಮಾಸ್, ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್.
Atomic number.
Atomic number. Z is atomic number. So take right here. Z is equal to atomic number. So please copy these formulas.
Sir, upper one is for which type of atoms, sir? Which type of species, sir? Sir, upper one is for which type of species, sir?
H-like species, sir.
Sir, upper one is for which type of species, sir?
Upper one is for hydrogen, appa.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ Z ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, Z ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ
Sir, ಇದು not one.
ಸೇಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ 1. So that's why no need to write Z. But
Yes, sir.
like this means we have to.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Next, energy of orbit. Sorry, energy of electron in the orbit. Energy of electron in nth orbit. What are the units of energy, generally? Can you say energy units?
Joule and
Kilocalories. Very good, super answer. Electron volts. These are the important units for energy. So all that I will write. Please remember. E is equal to minus 13.6 by n square in electron volts. Now, E is equal to how much? Horsepower. ಅದು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗುತ್ತೆ horsepower. Okay na? Horsepower we will use for that is also for energy. Motors use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ? Water motors. Setting of water. That is horsepower. Okay na? In mixie, in mixie blade will be inside. So with respect to energy, they will say RPM. You know what is RPM? Rotations per minute. 1000 rotations, 750 rotations. These they will mention on the box. If you have doubt, you can check. If you have mixie box in your phone. Okay? RPM they will say. What is RPM?
Rotations per minute.
Rotations per minute. Okay? E is equal to minus 13.6 by n square electron volts. Next, E is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 18 joules by n square. In joules, this is the formula. E is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 power minus 11 by n square in hertz. E is equal to minus 1312 by n square. Kilojoule per mole. E is equal to minus 313.6 by n square. Kilocalorie per mole. E maximum error important. First to be important. Okay, 13.6 you can remember easily. This you have to practice 1 or 2 minutes. ಎಲ್ಲ formulas.
Sir, in joules, sir.
Ma?
Sir, in joules.
What? Ida? X means you want to take this formula. In joules, this is the formula. Problems we have to discuss, but today actually my target is to complete total this topic. Board's atomic model all, but the time is not permitting. Next, velocity. Velocity of electron. V is equal to 2.18 into 10 power 8. N divided by N. This is per centimeter per second. Students, can you say answer in meters? Think and say. What is the velocity of electron in meters?
2.18 into 10 to the power 6 by n meter per second.
2.1 into 10 to the power of 6.
You know what? Is 10 power 10.
10 to the power of 6.
10 power 6. Very good. Positive sign. ಅಂದ್ರೆ meters ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters ನ. Very good. 10 power 6, not 10 power 10. 10 power 10 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 2.18 into 10 power 6 meter per second. For H-like species into Z, that's all. Z square. So he will give this energy in question. So you can calculate ionization potential. Problems, if you observe one or two, you can understand easily. So electron volts means what is the value of energy? 13.6. 13.6. Okay. So in the next class, please bring objective materials. If time permits, you please complete and how many possible. Okay, na? How many possible you can do? You please complete that questions. Remaining we will discuss in next class. Why? Because each and every question means time is not permits, I think. So that's why at least simple questions you please complete. Simple questions. How many are possible? Okay, na? From your side, you please complete that all questions. Okay, na, students? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So please try and come. You don't simply open your book and tick the answers. It's not fair. You won't get anything if you do like that. My opinion. No, sir. If you like this, we can remember everything. Means I can't do anything. Okay, na? Thank you.